In this lesson I'll be teaching you how to convert a chord progression into a sequence of finger-tapped arpeggios. And the chord progression we're using is in C minor, except for one brief section where there's a D flat, so it borrows from the neighbouring key of F minor, but it's pretty much in C minor. The chord progression is in C minor and it goes like this. Okay, so the first chord in that progression was C minor, so let's do that as a finger-tapped arpeggio. The strings we'll be using are the 6th string, the 4th string and the 1st string, and the notes are C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G. Okay, and the frets on the 6th string, the 8th fret, the 11th, the 15th, 4th string, 10th, 13th, 17th, 1st string, 8th, 11th, 15th. The pattern goes like this: ascending, descend, ascend. Now do the same from the 4th string to the 1st string: ascend, descend, ascend. Okay, so the second chord in that chord progression was A flat major first inversion. So all we have to do with that one is just move our tapping finger up 1 fret. Okay, so everything on the left hand is exactly the same as the C minor. So we're playing A flat major first inversion as a finger tapped arpeggio. The strings are going to be the 6th string, the 4th string and the 1st string again. And the notes are C, E flat and A flat. Same on the 4th string: C, E flat, A flat, 1st string, C, E flat, A flat. Okay, and the pattern is the same. And the frets on the 6th string are 8, 11 and 16. The 4th string, 10, 13, 18, and the frets on the 1st string are 8, 11 and 16. Alright, so the third chord in the progression is F minor, so all we have to do is stay in the same position, move to the 5th string. And the strings for this one are going to be the 5th string, the 3rd string and the 1st string. So let's do that. So the notes are F, A flat, C. Again, F, A flat, C. F, A flat, C. And the frets on the 5th string are 8, 11, 15, on the 3rd string 10, 13, 17, on the 1st string 13, 16 and 20. And the pattern is the same. Now we move to the fourth chord in the progression, which is D flat major first inversion. Now this one, all we have to do, a bit similar to the first two chords, is just move our tapping finger up one fret. The strings again are the fifth string, the third string and the first string, and the notes are F, A flat and D flat, and the same on the third string, F, A flat, D flat, and the same on the first string, F, A flat, D flat. Okay, and pattern again is the same. So now we're up to the next chord, and the next chord is C minor again. But this time we don't go all the way up to the first string, we only play the sixth string and the fourth string. So we know how to do that because we've done that. That was the first one that we did. So it goes like this. As I said, it doesn't go up to the first string. So now we're up to the next chord. Now here we have a new chord. This is G minor. So we stay in that same position, just move your first finger to the fifth string. So now we're playing the fifth string and the third string, because this one doesn't go up any further than two strings. So we have the notes G, B flat and D, same again, G, B flat and D. So the frets for the G minor arpeggio are fifth string 10, 13, 17, third string 12, 15, 19. So the pattern. Now that pattern we do the exact same thing on F minor, and we've done F minor. That was the third finger tapped arpeggio that we did, so we know how to do that. Let's just do that again, but only as far as the third string. Okay, so the last chord in the progression is C minor again. So we've done that, so we know how to do that, but we only go as far as the fourth string. But then we descend to finish. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed that lesson where we convert a chord progression into a finger tapped sequence of arpeggios, and I'll see you in the next lesson.